You turn to me to learn the secrets of the male mind. You listen for aha moments about how men think. You watch to understand what makes commitment-minded guys choose to commit to some women and not others. Stick around to hear the single most important piece of advice that one Love U grad got from her coaching experience and how easy it is to make a guy want to stay. I'm Evan Marquette, dating coach for smart, strong, successful women and your personal trainer for love. Welcome to the Love U podcast. Keep listening to hear the number one thing you can do in dating that men will love. When we're done, I'll let you know how you could apply to Love U to create a passionate relationship that makes you feel safe, heard, and understood. So, here's something that you may not know about men. It's really lonely being a guy. Really lonely. And I've been writing about this in my blog for years, but if you haven't been reading my blog, talk to a bunch of middle-aged men. Ask them. You get no attention. You're rarely in touch with your formerly closest friends from high school or college. You don't get much validation. Right? And again, compound this if you're single. I'm just even talking about as a married man. You don't get much validation. You don't get too many compliments. You rarely get affection. So put yourself in the shoes of a single man, 35 to 60. I could be speaking for him. No affection, no compliments, no validation, no attention. I don't talk with my best man anymore. My closest friend from college no longer reaches out that he's raising his own family. My text chains, the attention, communication I get from guy friends are from Trump friends who are talking trash and insulting me. People who I play fantasy football with doing the same thing. Virtually no male interactions are designed to warm you or make you feel good because most men are somewhat emotionally stunted. They tend to show love by ripping on each other. It's just the way it's done. So now consider what it's like to be a man in online dating. A single man. Again, I got a wife and kids who are around me all the time. I get a lot of love there, so I don't spend too much time thinking about what I lack. Right? But if you're a single man, you're lacking all of this. And this is what it's like to be a man in online dating. And in saying this, I'm not excusing what men do wrong in online dating. I'm very well aware of that. I'm a coach for women. So I know you have to deal with the worst of the worst when it comes to men and online dating, and I'm not apologizing for the parade of losers you face. Right? If you date men, men are the problem. But if you're a decent guy who's reaching out to women, you're probably having a horrible experience too. Getting rejected, getting ignored, getting ghosted, getting blocked, waiting by your phone for the text that never comes. This is something that men and women both go through. Men consider what men often experience as boyfriends and husbands, a never-ending parade of criticisms about what he's doing wrong, how he's gained weight, how he drinks too much, how he shouldn't watch sports, how he should never notice other women, how he works too hard or he doesn't work hard enough, how he helps around the house, or if he does help around the house, how he's usually doing it incorrectly. So what I hope you can see as we expand our picture outside of your own worldview is that men are starving for validation, affirmation, attention, affection. And what does this mean for you as a smart, strong, successful single woman who's dealing with being single and guys who are sexually aggressive, etc., etc.? Does that mean you have to turn into someone that you're not? You suddenly stop being a smart, strong, successful woman? Am I asking you to be a Stepford wife? No. Sorry, resounding no. I just had 2 women graduate from Love U last week. On their final call, I do what I always do. I ask them what their biggest takeaway from the course was. What are they going to remember long after they're done? Now keep in mind, Love U is comprised of 280 videos. Love U is this carefully curated curriculum. 280 videos doled out, walking you from everything from confidence and meeting men to relationships and commitment. And both of these women who finished the course after watching 280 videos said the same exact thing was their biggest takeaway. And it blew my mind and inspired me to make this video because I didn't think it was anything. They told me that out of everything I taught them in the past 6 months, the thing that most immediately moved the needle for them was me encouraging them to text something warm and flirty to him. That's it. Hey, sexy. Hey, handsome. Hey, cutie. Hey, sweetie. Hey, babe. Followed by a few emojis. Literally, that's it. That's the genius advice. Do it with strangers from dating apps. Do it with men that you're starting to date. Do it with boyfriends. Do it with husbands. I call this flirty flourishes, and they're easy and they cost nothing. Most importantly, they give men the very thing that they don't get anywhere else in the world. Not from their work, not from their family, not from their guy friends. Attraction, attention, validation, affection. Just by shifting how you communicate with men and operating from this very feminine place of warmth and confidence and appreciation, it shifts your entire dynamic, which could sometimes be a little combative, especially since text is so cold. Right? You start to do things like, hey babe, hey sweetie, hey cutie. You watch, it makes men want to be better for you. Suddenly, the same client who turned to me, who would insecurely text a guy after her date to say thank you and essentially ask him if she was going to see him again. Now, because she's so warm, confident, and flirtatious, she can know that she could give a great performance on a date, and she doesn't have to follow up with him. He's going to follow up with her the next morning, right? This one's telling me the story. She never had this happen before. Guy she went out with texted her at 8 a.m. the next day to say, I had such an amazing time, when can I see you again? That's the shift, is people want to be around you more to get more of that warm, fuzzy feeling that you provide that nobody else provides. So use these flirty flourishes right now and watch how men respond to you. It's kind of magical. And if you're not yet in Love You, take a moment to think about what other arenas you can use to make a guy feel like $1 million, because that's why they want to commit, how they feel around you. Think about this, and you'll be very, very glad that you did something different to get a different result. My name is Evan Mark Katz. Thank you for tuning into the Love You podcast. For more episodes like this on YouTube, click the subscribe button and ring the bell. Choose all to ensure you get notified when new content comes out. If you're listening to the audio podcast, please share an honest review on Apple. More reviews equals more awareness of the Love You podcast and equals more love in the world. And if you want to find love right now and you're committed to making healthier choices with men so you could have an easy relationship that makes you feel safe, heard, and understood, look for the link below and apply for coaching in Love You. Thanks. I'll talk to you soon.